YouTube just quit on me all of a sudden. Cut out. See if we can make it back over here where we were getting them earlier. Dark. Gonna get to make one last pass on the king magnet here and then run back in and see if the boat's on the beach still. I bet it is. I hope it's not, but probably is. I mean, why would it be? They should get the thing off of there. Maybe if the tide didn't get high enough to pull it off, it'd still be up on there, but otherwise it should be off the beach or sunk, like not just still sitting up on the beach. Said he did not run up on the beach at high tide, full high tide. So we'll see. See about that. See what happens. Thanks for stopping by. You guys want some light? Let's turn it. Boom! We got the light. I don't know what happened with the last stream. It cut out once, and then I went back to YouTube, and it let me resume. And then this time, it cut out, and that was it. I went back to YouTube, and it was just start over. So here we are, starting over. We're just trolling for cakes on the moon. Last minute here, it's starting to get dark. Let's see if we can get a bite at dark. There's definitely been some fish around today, so. Staying so dark. Give her our all. Full effort. See if we can get one more. I'd be happy if I could get one more. Looking for one more bite. Go ahead and tap the screen, help me get out to more people. 16 awesome YouTube people in the house. Thanks for hitting the like, one person. YouTube's so funny, man. You're like, hey, hit the like. And everybody's like, I'm not hitting the like, I'm leaving. Thanks a lot. Oh my goodness. Where'd everybody go? We had a whole chat going on, and now there's no chat, and there's 18 people here. YouTube sent you because we were catching some fish. Not catching anything now, but hold on. There is Greg Strom. I'm in Alaska. every day pretty much. It's like Groundhog Day, except today was a little bit different. We actually caught something. Today started a new, better cycle here. Today was better. We don't ever really catch that many in the winter time, but you know, 4 or 5 is a good day. Today was good. Where are you, Greg? You in the States or you in Australia? Greg Strom. Sounds like a German name, Strom. Sometimes we get Germans in here. We had a good German, Christian Bianchi, and then they took off on us. Kansas, right on. Wish I could go deer hunting in Kansas. They got some big deer there. I think they have the biggest deer in the lower 48 in Kansas. Big old deer. Is it like ridiculous with TV hunters, like cameras all around the hunting woods and stuff there? So many hunting shows in Kansas. Kansas and Iowa, that's where everybody wants to go. King Chaser, we're getting our last pass in here. We're going to be right at dark making a pass over the spot here. Trying to hurry up over there, get over that 10 fathom area and then slow down a little bit. A lot of times right at dark I get it a bite. If I go as slow as I can, I'll bite it. Seems like during the day if I go real slow they get a good look at my gear, they're like no. But right before dark, really go as slow as I can, help catch it. Grizzlies, how close? I've had them on the deck before, and I've been right on the other side of the door. That's pretty close. I've shot a bunch of them, walked right up to them and touched them. Can't get any closer than that. Stick my hand under their fur while I cut their hide off. We had one in the backyard this spring. Ollie's mom was in the shower. She looked out the back window and there was a brown bear in the backyard eating salmon berries like 10 feet from the house. Alright, here we go. We're getting up in the zone now. Let's see if anybody else moved in while we were gone. We've been gone for an hour or so. Probably came back in. We're back now. We're back for the night bite. See if we get a night bite. For some reason, I don't think we're gonna get a night bite, but we're here. We are here. South end of the King Mackin. Teriyaki joint, the Yakutat. I'd eat there. Mud Files, thanks for coming by. Thanks for awesome support of the Mud Files. Always stopping by. Thank you. Like an epic hit earlier. Wish we could get another quadruple. We had the quadruple and then we had just singles after that. Come on, come on. Yeah. Yeah, they're here. Roy B. Well, we're here. It's the last probably 20 minutes of fishing. I came all the way back up to the King Magnet to make another pass over where we were catching a bunch of fish earlier. See if any came back. As opposed to going down the chain of pinnacles back towards the harbor, which is what I like to do. It gets me closer to home. Today I'm going the extra mile and coming back up here at dark. See if any fish came back through. Oh yeah, you can have them. Got to the point where we're not counting them, Roy. It's been a pretty good day. Nothing crazy. Definitely the best day of the year, I think. About time something happened here. Quite a few little ones. I mean, I guess if some boats want to come up from Sitka, just need a couple boats, maybe one boat, I don't know. Not a freezer boat though, we need someone to sell fish to the cannery. Preferably somebody who doesn't try and run me over all day like some people use the fish here. It's a lot better in Sitka though, that's the problem. Nobody wants to come up here. Sometimes we get the fish, but it's consistently better in Sitka. Doing all right today there. Thanks for asking. Good. Raid the ferry. Long time you were here before and then you didn't come back. Where have you been? Gyro, I can tell you're not fishing because it's late and you're not already fishing. Sharpen the hooks on your paddle tail lure swim baits there, Zyro. You need to get a file and get that little mill bastard file and make those points sharp. I don't want any scoop getting away. My eyes are starting to glaze over from looking at the springs and the sonar all day long. Hope I don't fall asleep like Killian. 9 p.m. And thank you for coming. Haven't seen you yet today. Starlink's been dumping my stream a lot, but it's been on for a while. We come on and then we get dumped out and come back on. Caught some fish earlier. I'm staying out here trying to get another one, finish the day off. Still have a little bit of coffee. Got that giant coffee, I've been drinking it all day, that's all I got. Light's burning my eyes. Yeah, I'm not real tired. Had a little bit of excitement today. Had a rough start, that's for darn sure, really bad. But finally caught some fish. That's at my wit's end. Never had such a bad run of kingfish in my life. Too much blue screen. I don't know which screen. that pass. We're not to the end of it yet, but we went over the spot where we hit a bunch of them. Yeah, it's easier when I don't have this light on, probably. It's harder for me to read the chat though. Maybe the fish is scared of the light. Let's try going through with no light. I know some big boats that leave the light on all the time. Leave it on all day long. They're doing it on purpose. Right on top of the Cape magnet now. Come on, fish. Right when we pulled off of it this morning when we started getting them up here. They didn't get any of them right on top of it today. Or if they were on top of it, they chased us off and hit when we got on the other side of it. We're right on the top of it now. Pretty big tide. There's a lot of water on top of it. Oh, it's a secret number. No counting. More than 5. More than 5, but not as many as I would like. Definitely enough to pay for fuel and groceries today. I don't think we got 10 yet. We caught none yesterday. Basically, we caught nothing all winter. I worked all winter. I've worked like thousands of hours and I've profited nothing. Just spinning my wheels. Just about had it. Today we caught some fish. Feels like it's been thousands of hours. It probably been thousands. Maybe it was. I don't know. Definitely getting dark around here. Man, there's a lot of water. It's quite deep for the spot where I am. Video revenue. I haven't kept any of the money for myself. I vow to give 60% to charity, and I put it all in Bitcoin, and it lost like 80% of its value or something. So I haven't gotten anything from the YouTube. No, I just been paying for the Starlink myself. I did buy a phone with the YouTube money because I broke my other phone. Broke the lens on it. I wish the timing was they give me my last YouTube payment when the Bitcoin was at 60,000 instead of giving it to me when the Bitcoin was at 90,000, you know. But we'll see what happens at the end of this month. Yeah, it is. I figure the fish should come around here eventually. I was really hoping that I could make an investment with that money and get a return on Not right now. Maybe later. I'm not accessing the money though, except for the phone. You know, it's kind of like the expenses are out of hand. You know, I don't have any money coming in, so I use the money to get a phone. I thought that was reasonable. Keep doing the YouTube. Buy silver, yeah. Glad I didn't buy silver at the top. It really fell down quite a bit. I bought a little bit of gold a while ago. I wanted to be able to keep the YouTube money as a liquid asset, so I could, so that I could donate money out of it and pay myself if I wanted to. Where, you know, Bitcoin is pretty easy to pay yourself. If you have physical silver, it's not the same. Or gold. It's a good idea for investment. I wonder how much more it's going to come down. It kind of went crazy in the last 3 months or something. I don't have any money for all winter long. I've not had any money. It's been terrible. And last year I got married and I went on a big vacation, so I didn't have any money to invest then either. The year before that, I bought like an ounce of gold both years, around like 2,700. I thought that was a lot. Oh, if I'd only known, I'd have put more beans in there. But I bought halibut quotas when I bought 3 years prior. I got halibut. That was a good investment. Whatever. I don't have enough money to worry about. That's a fact. Even the Bitcoin, I have a fair chunk of Bitcoin, but it's not enough money to cry about. I'm not going to cry about 10,000 bucks. It'll come back. Yeah, that's right, Gary. God knows I needed it. I didn't hear bad news from every direction. One good thing about this, so the stream has, I don't know, I haven't looked at well now Bitcoin's like wiped out, but I don't know what was in there before it. But it was around 90,000, there was probably 1,500 bucks in there or something since July. Normally I make more than that every week, so it's like all this streaming and work and all y'all's donations, and plus I want to give most of it away, and all it's like, but it is kind of like building a business, you know, just having the thing going and adding people to the membership is a big deal. You get $100 a month in memberships, that's like huge. But I also pay the Starlink $165 a month, you know. I've just been paying that out of my pocket. I'm not losing money at it, I'll tell you that much. Just streaming. And I like doing it. I feel like when fishing's better, I should be able to get a program together with maybe get a few more people around. I'd like to have a nice fishing product to be able to sell people, like some line of pre-made hoochies or whatever, something like that that'd be good quality I could sell. Maybe sell my seafood, you know, like direct market the seafood. Yeah, thanks, Bruce. No, we got some fish today. That's for sure. Finally, caught something reasonably nice. We've been kind of working our way up to it over the last 2 weeks. You know, there's been some fish caught. Leo caught some fish. We finally started like not get skunked every day. That was nice. We got skunked yesterday though. That was a big setback. I was really hoping not to get skunked yesterday. But then you got Killian is on the beach over there. You know, at least like, thank God we're safe and we still got the boat. What's up, Jay? Yeah, fish is better today, that's for sure. Fishing's got better in the last 2 weeks. I mean, when I say got better, like, you know, we started to catch at least some fish. I spent the whole winter catching 1 and 2 fish, 3 max. Last week, or actually was it Monday? Monday, for the first time, I caught more than 3 fish since October. It's like unbelievably terrible fishing this winter. I'm hoping now they just come pouring in here, but like, I mean, I'll take 4 or 5 every day. That'd be great. But yesterday I got skunked, so that wasn't good. It's nice that there's a few up in the bay so that we can fish up in here. Fish somewhere that's not right at the mouth of the ocean in the roughest possible spot. I don't know what Killian ended up doing with the Manby. I never heard how many fish he had on board. He might have got skunked. I can't see why he wanted to come home unless it was really bad over there. Unless he was having boat troubles or something. I texted him during the day if he was catching anything, I think. No, I didn't have a phone that day. My phone was not with me. We're not counting, Holly. Enough to buy groceries this week, I'd say. Fill the boat. They quit biting a while ago. I came over here, I thought we would get another bite on this king magnet, but we're not getting it. I'm gonna finish the tack and then I'm gonna go out there before it gets pitch black and pull on here. Yeah, I've had like tons of live streams here. The YouTube kicked me out or the Starlink kicked me off or whatever. No. Keep coming back. Make some contribution to the chat room. I give everybody the moderator, but not right away. Not unless they say something that rings a bell with me. Say something about fishing that everybody doesn't know. I'll make you a moderator. Yeah, the problem is here there's no fish. Not a matter of getting it down. It's like there's no fish here. Get it down all you want. If there's no fish, you can't catch them. I think that's been the problem. Got a few fish around now, finally, thank God. Is that Victoria? No, we got Pure Alaska's in the house. Haven't seen Pure Alaska in a while. Big supporter right there. Been out of the picture. We're missing Christian Bianchi. Where the heck did they go? That's a good number. Maybe they got in a bar fight and got put in jail in Germany. I'm almost done here. Turn the light on so you guys can see me. Oh, the lights. I don't know how I feel about running with the light on. I guess there were some huge trees yesterday. Wouldn't surprise me if Killian tangled with one of those trees. That's what put a hole in his boat. And then, since he didn't have an anchor, he went up on the beach. That's a possibility. I bet you he just ran up on the beach though. More likely. What? Be in containers, pour in water, and catch lots of fish. Oh my goodness. Maybe I work in the lake. It's a big lake here. Oh yeah, thanks for the six points of 6 joules worth of poo. That's great. Thanks for the floating heart, Ollie. We're about done here. Maybe we got a sneaky one on our floats or something that we don't know about. So, could be one we don't know about. Just kind of sneaking on there. Get on there on the floats. Not born to be in the ocean. Oh. They could hurt if you spill it all over yourself in the car or the boat. Oh, Anna, what will you come up with next? Just when you thought you heard everything, they tell you to save your wife's pee. Pour it in the water. That's a new one. Alright, we're pulling them in. We've had enough of this. Girls fishing trick? Oh, gracious. Okay. Never heard of such a thing. Pull them in. We're gonna, after we get the gear pulled up, we're gonna pull the stabilizer in. We're gonna run for it. Got a long run in. We're about an hour and a half from the dock at least. Killian likes to say that the other side of the bay is closer than this. It's really not, but similar. Miami's 8 miles to the west of here, so we're at least 8 miles closer to the harbor. Take me an hour and a half to get home from here and take 2.5 hours to get home from the other side. I can't believe we caught one on that orange black stone. That's crazy. It's also hard to believe we did not catch one on the herring all day, but that happened. We didn't put it on a flasher until after the fish was pretty much done. Cod on the bottom. Y'all are waiting to see one more fish. There's a fish for you. King cod. One lingcod on that side to finish her off. What about this side over here? Stabilizer. Now we got the stabby in. That's good. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. And we're off. Fish head videos. Did I win the John boat? Did I win? I won. Send the boat. Send the boat to Alaska. It'd be more amazing if I could tell which way I was going. In the dark. Can't see nothing. Here we go. Yeah, good night, Bruce. Let's see, I'm going to read a little bit of scripture and then I'm going to sign off so I can turn my light. I'm not comfortable driving this light on with those big trees around. We already have one shipwreck this week. Let's go with, let's bust this thing open here towards the end. And we'll read 2 Corinthians 6, chapter 6, verse 11. Oh, Corinthians, we have spoken openly to you. Our heart is wide open. You are not restricted by us, but you are restricted by your own affections. Now in return for the same, I speak as to children, you also be open. Do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness? And what communion has light with darkness? And what accord has Christ with Baal? Or what part of has a believer with an unbeliever? And what agreement has the temple of God with idols? For you are the temple of the living God. As God has said, I dwell in them and walk among them. I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Therefore, come out from among them and be separate, says the Lord. Do not touch